Hey, what's going on? I didn't see you guys there. Well, in this video, I was flexing my back. Well, this video is about how to get a nice muscular back, all right? I'll give you guys the best exercises and the ones that don't make much sense, all right? First thing first, when you're training back, it's very important that you develop your mind-muscle connection. What does that mean? It means connecting with your muscles. I see a lot of people pulling because when you train back, you're pulling, but they're feeling everything in their biceps. They're not training their back enough. They're doing a back exercise, but they're basically working their biceps mostly. The way they're rowing, the way they're lifting the weight, all right? So this is the first thing. I want you to kind of take a step back and focus every single set you're doing. Close your eyes if you have to, because you can't see your back. Visualize that back and try to get in that muscle and feel your back squeezing and contracting. You see what I'm doing here? Just by pulling, instead of just pulling like this with my arms, I'm like engaging my lats and I'm pulling. Do you see how my lats are contracting? They are contracting differently. So it's kind of getting in that lat, getting in your muscle and focusing on isolating it. It will be impossible, of course, because you need your biceps to pull, but as much as possible, we want to keep that tension on that lat. All right, that's the first thing, mind-muscle connection. Second thing, I want you to try many exercises, many back exercises, and stick to the ones that you feel only better, all right? Which means you might be doing 7 different back exercises, but you're not feeling them in your back. I want you to stop all that, go find out the ones that you feel good, all right? Because a muscle that you're not feeling can't really grow past a certain level. You have to feel that muscle. And for you to build that muscle, you have to feel it. And the more you feel it, the more you'll build it, and the more you'll be able to do other exercises and feel it there, all right? So it might be confusing for you, but what you need to do is go back to the basics. Find out 3 exercises, maybe a lat pull down, a seated rowing, and I don't know, a pull-up, just saying it that way. 3 exercises, you're feeling your lats on fire. Don't do anything else for the first couple workouts, just do those ones, increase your sets on them, and try to really connect with your lats. All right, what this will do is it will improve your mind-muscle connection, but it will also build your lats, because if your lats are small to begin with, well, of course you're not feeling them when you're doing single arm dumbbell rows, and they're so small, they're so tiny, they're so weak. All right, it's part of the game that your biceps are compensating, and then your biceps are super strong and they're overpowering your lats. So go to the basics, exercises that you feel well, mostly machines, because that's what will be easier for you to do. A lat pull down, I love it when doing it right. A lot of people feel their back well, so start with that and build the intensity on that, and just do those the three exercises that you feel the most for a couple weeks, up until you build some volume in those lats, you build some volume and strength in your back, and then you can go on the harder exercises. Super important, all right? Trust me, it's gonna be a game changer. Number 3, use a grip that you feel also good. So there's a lot of grips. Let's say we're doing a pull-up or a lat pull-down, all right? A lot of people will try supinated grip or supinated grip, pronated grip, closed grip, wider grip, all right? Go with the grip that you feel best, all right? You don't need to do a grip that you saw, I don't know, Arnold using. Use the one that feels best for you, all right? It goes back to the tip number 2, but for the grip, it's very important, because just switching grips, let's say you're having a grip that is pronated, just going to a supinated grip, it makes a huge difference. It can open up your lats and help you feel it more, all right? Now let's talk about the best exercises for your lats. Now we're moving on to exercises. Number 1 that you have to understand, another last kind of advice that I will give you, is that when you're training your back, there's 2 things. There is pulling up and down, lat pull down, which will work your width, all right, pull down, and then we have rowing, which will work the density, the thickness. So we're working on 2 things, the width, all right, pulling up and down. It could be pull-ups, it could be pull-downs, it could be close grip pull-downs, everything you're pulling up to low, or everything you're rowing, it's gonna be for the thickness. Now, when I'm working out, I make sure that I do at least 5 back exercises, and that will consist of either 2 pull-downs and 3 rowing, or 3 rowing and 2 pull-downs. That's how I personally do my workout, all right? Now, I will start with the pull-up. That's my number 1 top back exercise to work that with the pull-up. It's super important. You gotta master your pull-up. People saying that they're too heavy. Well, if you're too heavy, you gotta have more muscles. All right, so you gotta be able to pull yourself up your body weight. All right, so pull-up, I love that exercise. Doing pull-ups, I do a bunch of them every single back workout, and it just gives you a different feeling since you're pulling your body up, your core is engaged. It's just a great one. Number two, it would be either lat pull down, but it's similar to the pull up. So I would like to switch the angle, and sometimes I would go for a close grip pull down. So that would be my top two pull down exercises: the pull up and the close grip handle pull down. And then moving on for rowing, I love doing single arm dumbbell rows, but it's a pretty advanced exercise that I only recommend you doing once you kind of master that mind muscle connection in your lats. Otherwise you'll just feel your biceps. Number four is the seated cable row. I really love that exercise. You can feel it well even when you're a beginner. You're sitting on the machine. Make sure that you're pulling low to your belly button. You don't want to be pulling high because then you'll be working your traps and your mid back, but you want to pull low to your belly button to activate your lats. And my fifth top exercise, and it's actually one of my top two, but I'm putting it at 5, I don't know why, but it's the cable pullover. All right, so it's this exercise right there. I'll put a video if I have some in my library so you guys can see it. It's basically a pullover on the cable, and trust me, I feel that so much, activating the front of my lats basically. It's just a great exercise to help you get that V shape. All right, it's a pullover, so it's a kind of it's an in-between. It's neither a row, neither a pull down. It's another kind of exercise, but I love it to work my lats. I always incorporate it. Sometimes I would superset pull-ups with cable pullover. So that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you use those tips to help you improve your back workouts. And leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys soon. Ciao.